back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. Well, it is just absolutely insane out there for speculation right now. There was a bunch of new things that came down on Oilers Now with Oilers insider Bob Stauffer last night that I haven't even got to yet for you guys. Some new tidbits today from different insiders around the NHL. There's a lot to go through, so let's get started here with the news. The fourth period insider David Pagnotta reporting that the Edmonton Oilers have interest in former Washington Capital Andrew Mangiapane. This past season, in 81 games played, Mangiapane picked up 14 goals, 14 assists for 28 points, so a nice little bounce back season for him, and I think he would look great in the Oilers' middle six, so we'll see what happens there. Bob Stauffer reported on Oilers Now last night that there is no chance that the Edmonton Oilers are in on free agent Mitch Marner. He's probably just way too expensive for the Edmonton Oilers to try and make work. Stauf thinks that Nikolai Ehlers may be headed to the Carolina Hurricanes. He speculates that Matias Maccelli or Brock Besser, with the connection that Brock Besser and Troy Stecher have as best friends, probably from their time in Vancouver, could entice Brock Besser to come to the Edmonton Oilers as a free agent. Matias Maccelli would be a trade piece from the Utah Mammoth. He would be another guy that would probably look pretty good in the Oilers' middle six. He's got a cheaper contract for next season, so the Oilers would be able to fit him a lot easier than a Brock Besser, who just may be too expensive for the Edmonton Oilers. I have trouble seeing how that one works. Stauf also mentioned that the Oilers did consider a Matias Maccelli-Victor Arvidsson swap during the season, so this is a player that's been on the Edmonton Oilers' radar. And speaking of Victor Arvidsson, Bob Stauffer saying that trade may not happen until July 2nd or 3rd, but Victor Arvidsson will be on his way out of Edmonton. Insider Elliot Friedman reported on Oilers Now that John Gibson may stay a member of the Anaheim Ducks. Anaheim GM Pat Verbeek is comfortable keeping Gibson and Dostal as his goaltending duo next season, so don't count on 100% for sure that John Gibson does get moved. And insider Darren Dreger reporting that Thatcher Demko is getting closer to an extension with the Vancouver Canucks, so possibly John Gibson and Thatcher Demko may be out as options for the Edmonton Oilers, but let's see what the next few days bring. The Two Mutts Hockey Podcast had the following: a trade is close for Victor Arvidsson is what they're hearing. Arvidsson will waive his no-move clause too, as there are a few options to stay in the Western Conference and an option to move out east. Arvidsson needs time to think of which place is the best fit. They are also hearing that Evan Bouchard and the Oilers are getting closer, as all signs point to a 4-year deal at around $10 million AAV, so no 8-year deal for the Bouch bomb just yet. Connor Brown is still looking at a 4-year deal, as term is important to him. A side note on Connor Brown from Elliot Friedman reporting that he's done a couple of 1-year deals and is looking for security on his next contract. Going back to the Two Mutts report, Corey Perry will see what offers he gets on July 1st. It's unclear if he will stay in Edmonton, but the window does remain open. And lastly, Trent Frederick's contract extension is coming along well, and an announcement should be made soon for 8 years at around $3.75 million AAV. We also had this update on the Evander Kane LTIR situation from Frank Saravalli. Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly said the NHL is still deciding whether to ask the Oilers for more information on the usage of Evander Kane's LTIR relief. I've held that as pending, Daly said. I haven't made any decisions yet with respect to how long I'm going to hold it pending, so no official answer there on the Evander Kane situation. It still remains pending as far as the NHL is concerned, but hopefully it's determined that there is no penalty there for the Edmonton Oilers. They have definitely already been punished enough in those situations. Frank Saravalli also reporting today that former Oilers head coach Jay Woodcroft will be joining Joe Quenneville on his staff as an assistant with the Anaheim Ducks. It's likely to be announced on July 1st after Woodcroft's current deal in Edmonton expires. And Bob Stauffer reported on Oilers Now last night that the Oilers granted the Dallas Stars permission to interview Glenn Gulutzan. Pierre LeBrun speculates that it is going to be Glenn Gulutzan or Neil Graham for the Dallas Stars head coaching job, so may see some changes there coming for the Edmonton Oilers, and best of luck to Glenn Gulutzan on hopefully landing another head coaching position with Dallas. And a few more updates from today's edition of Oilers Now with Bob Stauffer. Bob Stauffer says there's lots going on and some things that we don't know about, so definitely exciting to hear that. Stauffer also pretty much confirmed that there will be changes with the assistant coaches. And lastly, it sounds like Noah Philp will be resigning with the Oilers for a 1-year contract, 2-way. So hopefully we get that announcement on Noah Philp. I think another important piece for the Edmonton Oilers in the years to come. Apparently, there are reports out there that the Edmonton Oilers are interested in bringing back Klim Kostin on a new deal. So, I don't know. That's something I would definitely be interested in here. I know we struggled with the San Jose Sharks and Detroit Red Wings before that, but who knows? Coming back to Edmonton might be just what Kostin needs. So, with Evander Kane going out the door, the Oilers are definitely going to need more toughness, and Kostin is a guy that can bring that. And he had a bit of a scoring touch when he was with the Oilers before as well. So let's see what happens on that front. Of course, 10 years ago today, the Edmonton Oilers also drafted their captain, Connor McDavid. Definitely a legendary day for this organization. And speaking of legendary days, an Edmonton Oilers legend, Russ Jericho, is officially back in Edmonton today. If you're on Edmonton Oilers social media, you know all about Russ. If not, I'll throw his social media accounts here. Give him a follow. He's one of the biggest Edmonton Oilers fans in the whole world. A fantastic guy. Welcome home, Russ. Thrilled to have you back in oil country. Well, that's all the latest for now, guys, but things just keep happening here, so I might have another video for you tonight. If not, I should be back tomorrow with all the latest. We got the draft going down, and some trades may go down tomorrow as well. So, like I said, that's all the latest for now, but stay tuned. Let me know your thoughts on all the latest in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.